Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's take a look again. Euro currency. This frustrating starts of the week for the bulls. Actually, the pattern that we discussed in the weekly report has preferable scenario to consider position taking has not been formed, so market collapsed right in the opening of the week. What does it mean? It means that market ignores the technical background, and you could say the same thing we could say on the gold. So in general, our plan was good on the gold, but it hasn't worked. So market just hasn't given any chance to some more extended bounce to the grabber that we've got on the weekly chart. It just has failed. This is very rare happens, especially when the market has so strong previously bullish upside momentum. And just so miserable collapse right on the beginning of the week, especially through the strong support area, through the daily oversold. It tells a lot. So it tells that currently market mostly is driving not economical factors. So this is not just common situation. So here's definitely some other factors are working. When the market starts ignoring some economical competition and it's in general normal laws of the price action. So I suspect that this might be based on the actually domestic showdown that now stands in the United States. If you just, at least at some degree, have taken a look at the recent news and domestic news in the United States, you will be shocked with all the statements that have been made, possible appointment of the new FBI, of the new CIA chief. So the statements that have been given, some Epstein list and so other really hot topics for United States. And that might be just one of the reasons why the investors are nervous, because this showdown is not really good, especially right in the beginning of the Donald Trump government. And this might be some run in the safe haven, because you could see that euro currency is just falling, but on the euro, of course, it might be the special issue. So you know what is going on in the politics in the European Union. We also talked about this. It's total collapse. So especially in Germany, it's gradually slow as moving to the chaos. So. And it doesn't play in favor of the euro currency. This is an additional factor. But at the same time, if you take a look on the Great British pound, here you could see the same. So on Great British pound, we do not have any problems in the politics, and market is still falling. And this is because of the rising of the United States dollar. But at the same time, as you could see, this is the dollar. But at the same time, as you can see, the 10-year bonds yields are not rising, so mostly it stands flat. So it means that this is not quite economical factors. So this is something else stands on the back of the current situation. For us, it means two things. First, it's better to not go against it, or be extra careful if you'd like to take the positions against the major tendency. Second, very likely that it will not be short-term. So it will take some extended period, maybe a few weeks. This really could stand on the market. So that, although in general the performance that we've got recently yesterday on the euro currency doesn't hurt us, it's just because we haven't got any pullback that we were counted on, and haven't got a chance to take the position. But anyway, that is new reality that we're standing. Multiple grabbers have been erased. On the dollar index, you could see the same. From the technical point of view, this is a very important thing, just because some Hungarian British pound on the euro currency. So why this is important? Just take a look. That market with this downside action has dropped first below the COP target, and this was agreement support. It is struggling with the constantly struggle with the oversold, which is not typical for the financial markets. In normal situation, when the market hits it, it shows the pullback here, and not just constantly following the oversold situation. But here we have a bit different way. So you can see that market gradually is challenging the oversold and trying and even moving below it. So this really significant downside pressure. And right below the market, except the oversold, we do not have any other significant support. It means that road to the 104 area currently is open. So you could treat this area based on the lows or based on the OP target that we have. Actually, we have to start considering weekly chart because the action very fast. And on a daily chart, we do not have any extensions except maybe based on this one. So theoretically, we could try to use it as well. But currently, it seems that the market is moving from the 1 week targets to another weekly target. So you can see here we have intermediate OP around 104.86, but in general I would say that 104.50 is the next destination cluster. So it ranged from the 104 even or even slightly lower OP 103.86 right up to the 104.86 with the OP with this ABCD pattern right on the daily chart. So as I said, we have to start watching for weekly pattern. Here as you could see it much better. So this is our ABCD pattern, that was the COP. It's now breaking down. Market is not at the oversold here on the weekly chart, so it has chance to keep going lower. And take a look here, the last 618 support has been broken. The next support will be only around 104. This is OP target and 50% support on the euro currency. So this is relatively free space. It's very difficult will be to hold market there from the further downside action, especially if this action is triggered not just some technical moments, just some fundamental pressure exists and investors just start buying dollars running the same heaven and all this showdown that stands in the United States and there's possible uncertainty in the policy of the Donald Trump. So that in short what we have on euro. On lower time frames currently I do not see something really special. On the daily chart market stands overextended. On the 4 time frame chart here we do not have anything, and if still we will get some pullback occasionally. I do not know what particular might be the reason for that. Maybe inflation data that we got in the United States this week, tomorrow. But anyway, if we'll get some pullback, that's 2 levels to watch for. So first one is 107.43, next is around 108.15. So it's confluence resistance. That might be considered for a possible position taken. On the hourly chart, we also have no potential patterns. The only thing that we could imagine is probably some minor butterfly inside of the channel. Here's the targets of the extensions. First one already has been reached, next one will be 106 approximately, 105.95. Since we do not consider taking any long position here, it's not really big information to us, because anyway we will be watching for some pullback and see what will happen. Potentially, theoretically, we could speak about head and shoulders here, but as you understand, it's really long way to get it, and it is not the fact that we will get it at all. It's more realistic, it seems, to get some kind of the free drive pattern to the downside, which seems currently is even more probable in the current situation. Yes, we have this divergence, but I wouldn't pay too much attention to it because it is formed not at the strong support area. So that's why it is not very reliable. I just mentioned it to warn you about this and to show you that it exists. So, as a bottom line, what I would like to say that currently our context is obviously bearish. Since market stands at the oversold on the daily, it would be better to get at least some minor bounce. As I said, on the 4 time frame chart, somewhere to the 108 area, 108.15, this will be just great. If you still would like to trying to catch some minor pullbacks on lower time frames on the intraday charts, on the long side of the market, trying to buy some minor setups, use at least patterns. So wait when some particular pattern will be formed. For example, if you'll get the butterfly or minor hand shoulders, theoretically you could try to act if you just do not want to miss it and would like to trade. Although we do not consider these steps right now. But do not act without any background, without any patterns. It will be very costly and risky in the current situation. So that in 2 words what we have, and let's see what will happen.